The first card you have for your past is the Knight of Cups. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of backwards and forwards, not being sure, kind of a lot of unsurety around someone. There was someone who you really, really cared about and you really wanted to support this person. I'm seeing that. And I think they were going through some kind of a really huge time in their life. It was a huge time in their life. There was positivity around this, huge blessings around this. But there was a lot of stress around this as well. It's like, this is great now, but I'm really stressed something's going to go wrong. It was kind of like it was on the edge, kind of on the edge of a cliff. That's how it kind of felt to you and to this person as well. It's like this was a positive thing, but it wasn't guaranteed. And, you know, a big positive or possibility of things going wrong, maybe. It was kind of like that. And I think they were up 1 minute, down the next, and all of like that. They're a little bit vulnerable as well. For some reason, they were like going through this big thing. And you were there to support them. You really cared about this person. I can see that. You wanted to help them. You really, really did. But I think there was a pressure around them, and I think there was pressure around you as well. The pressure on them put pressure on you, I think. And I think there might have been some family pressure around this situation as well. So I think also, you know, you were helping them, you were there to support them, but I think you might have been a bit more heavily involved in it. It wasn't just like, I'm supporting this person. I think you were involved in some of the decisions that led up to them being in this situation. I hope that makes sense to you. It's like, oh, I can't just walk away. I'm in deeply with this. So it's like you wanted to help them. You knew they were vulnerable. You wanted to be there for them. You were supporting them. And you wanted to, but you also thought that you had to, you were kind of obliged to, and you're under pressure to do that as well. So there are a lot of different things around that, and there's a lot of pressure around this that I'm feeling in this card. I hope that made sense. I know it was a little bit confusing. I hope it wasn't too confusing. Yeah, the next card you have your past is the Tower. Yes. So yeah, you're feeling this huge pressure and a huge sense of responsibility as well for this person. Yeah, they were needy, fragile, all of that kind of thing as well. Not in a bad way. They couldn't help it. They were just in that situation. And it's like you're pressured to feel, you're being pressured into feeling responsible for them in some way. That's what I'm getting around this. There might have been a lot of things that they couldn't do for themselves properly at this time, because I think whatever this was really affecting them emotionally, physically, and even mentally. I think they did have some other people around them who could have helped them, but I think the pressure was on you. I don't think these other people were really doing what they were supposed to be doing, actually, and they're all trying to put some pressure on you. And I think you are kind of thinking, this is on a knife's edge. I don't know if this is going to go right or wrong. If it goes wrong, everyone's trying to put the blame on me, or the pressure on me, I should say. And if it goes wrong, the blame will be on me. That's what I'm seeing. So I really hope you're able to take some of this pressure off yourself. Again, I am seeing that some of the choices that you'd made in your past might have contributed to this situation. But I also think their decisions did as well. Theirs did as well. And of course it was right of you to try to help them, but I think there was too much pressure on you, actually. I'm really feeling that, and not enough pressure on them or other people. Not that I'm saying there should be pressure on them, because I can see that they're vulnerable, or they were at this time, but I think there was too much pressure on you and not enough on other people. Everyone was kind of trying to surround you and put this pressure onto you. I'm really feeling that on this card, and the Tower card really feels like I'm about to explode. I'm about to explode. There's so much pressure on me. That's what I'm feeling around this card. I really hope you've gotten out of this, or you've relieved some of this pressure. The last card you have your past is the Knight of Pentacles. So I think this might be around your work. I am seeing some slow and some steady growth around that. I'm not sure if you work for yourself or if you sell things, because I am seeing a kind of a frustration around not seeing figures that you want to at the end of the month. It's that kind of a feeling that you're progressing a bit slower than you'd like to. And I think this pressure that you're feeling with this person in the Knight of Cups and everyone surrounding them might have made you feel worse around this slowness, this slow progression in your work. I don't know if, I know you're under pressure to support this person, but I don't know if you're under pressure to support them financially as well. Maybe you were, I don't know, or maybe it was something that you wanted to do. I'm not saying they're a bad person who was out for your money or anything like that, but they were vulnerable in a lot of ways, and maybe it was kind of like, you know, you wanted to help them, but you weren't able to because you weren't seeing those numbers up that you kind of wanted to see. It might have been something like that. But again, try and take some of this pressure off yourself if you can. You can only do what you can with what you have. And I think you need to take care of yourself first as well, you know, financially, emotionally, and mentally. Do whatever you can to stop this from totally draining you and turning into the tower for you. Just really, really try and do all of this if this is resonating with you, because I'm really feeling this pressure around this whole thing. The first card you have, your present, is Temperance. So yeah, you need support as well. You need support. You're doing all the support and you need the support. I think there might be some people around you kind of giving you superficial support, actually, not real support. I keep on getting this feeling of things being left to you and the focus being on you and everything being on top of you. I'm actually seeing some people who look supportive on the surface. It might be that they're on social media, on your page, saying, oh, I'll help you, I'm here if you need me. But when you actually do contact them to help you, they're suddenly not there. These kinds of people. So I would ignore all of those people, and I think there is someone actually who you can talk to, who you can relieve some of this pressure. I think this might be someone who you might be a little bit afraid to ask, actually. There's a little bit of fear around this. You might have been out of touch with this person for a while. I think this is someone who you really, really used to be close to, but maybe you drifted away from them. I think this person really has the ability to lift you up. I'm seeing their words lifting you up, like these beautiful angels being lifted up into the sky with their wings. If you know who this is, and you haven't contacted this person, please contact them. Don't be afraid, because I don't think they're going to be angry or upset or anything. I think they're there to help you, and I think they'd love to help you. And I think they probably have the perfect advice for you. That's what I'm seeing. They will lift you up. This is what I'm seeing. If you talk to them, they will lift you up. They truly, genuinely want to help you. They're not going to want to help you for a show, you know, to show everyone how amazing they are. They don't care about stuff like that. They just want to be there to help. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your present is the Wheel of Fortune. I think you might be gradually getting yourself out of this slow work situation. I don't think you'll be leaving your workplace or leaving whatever you're doing now. I think your money will improve, definitely, by itself. Things are going to turn around, and I think you are going to also turn things around for yourself, very slowly, but you will turn them around. This wheel to me is looking a little bit like a ship's steering wheel, and you're turning it around. That's what I'm seeing when I'm looking at that wheel. And I think you might also be thinking about studying. I think you might have done some study before, and you might have abandoned that studying, and you might be feeling a little bit bad, a little bit guilty about all of that. Don't feel like that. These things happen, life happens, and we have to stop doing things sometimes. But I think that you can start this again if this is what you're wanting to do. Don't feel like, oh, they won't have me back again, I won't be able to do this. They will. There's a way around this. You can do this. It's not out of reach for you. It's not up in the air. I'm just looking at the sky with these clouds. You might be thinking, oh, this studying's up in the air. I'm not going to be able to do this. You are going to be able to do this. So keep thinking about this, keep working out how you might be able to do this. If this is something that you think you'd love to get back to again. And the thing I'm really seeing in this is, do this for yourself. Do this for yourself. You are doing so many things for other people. Do this work, do this study to enrich yourself and to get yourself up to another level, up to some other steps for you, only for you. You need something for you. You need to talk to this person, you need support for you, and you need to do this thing that you'd love to do, if this is resonating with you, for you. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your present is the Five of Cups. So I think someone might be regretting something. I think they might be regretting the way things might have happened between you. This is a bit strange actually, because you might still be in contact with this person, but it might just be casual, because I'm seeing just casual conversations. I'm seeing someone who might just message you every now and again. They might just message every few weeks or even few months or whatever, just to say hello or whatever. I'm not seeing any deep conversations happening between you, but I think they might like to have some deeper conversations with you. I think they definitely regret something that happened between you, and they regret the way that it happened as well. And I think your mind, your mind's obviously on a lot of different things at this time, and it's stressed and pressured and all of that. So you're probably not thinking about whatever happened between you at all. You have so much else on your mind, but they're definitely thinking about things on a much deeper level than you. I can see that. Now, I think you'll probably hear from this person again soon, because to them, something's unresolved. They need to get some kind of closure. There's some kind of unfinished business around this for them. So what's going to happen is, I think they're probably going to want to have some kind of deep conversation with you, some kind of heavy conversation. Now, I can see that a heavy conversation and a deep conversation is not what you are going to want at all ever again, or for a long, long time anyway, because you're under so much pressure. You are not going to want any heaviness or deep things. So I don't think you're kind of totally against having a conversation with them, but you're not going to want this at this time. So you might just have to say, look, I really am under so much pressure. I can't talk about this at this time, maybe sometime in the future, but not now. I'm going through so much. And they'll understand, I think. They'll understand. Because they want to leave a bridge open between you, because there's this bridge on this card. So yeah, the first card you have for your future is the Nine of Pentacles, the alone card. So yeah, I think you're just going to want to be alone. You're just going to want to get away from this person in the Knight of Cups for a while, and you're going to definitely want to get away from all of this pressure that comes with them, and all of the people that are pressuring you, and all of that kind of thing. You're not going to totally leave them or abandon them or anything like that, because you're not like that. You care about them, but you are going to need this time. That's all it is. It's not like you want to leave them or get away or be by yourself or anything like that. It's a need. It is a physical need. You're just burnt out, or you're going to be just burnt out by this whole thing. And it's not going to be forever. You do care about this person. I'm seeing that everywhere here. And you're going to keep on helping them, but you just can't do this all the time. It's just physically and mentally impossible for you to do this all the time. And again, I'm seeing pressure coming from these other people, and I am seeing family. I don't know if it's your family, it might be their family, I don't know. You're doing everything you can. Don't let them make you feel guilty. Don't let them do that, because you are doing everything you can, and you have done everything you can. I'm seeing that. Now, I actually think you might totally move on from this person. Not at this time. I think you'll probably do this when they're completely stable and back on their feet again. I think they will be coming back onto their feet again, or getting back on their feet again, I should say. There is going to be an end to this for you. But I think until that time, you're going to keep on supporting them, doing the right thing and all of that. You're going to be there for them, but you are going to need more of these kinds of breaks from that. You're going to have to get some time out from it, then come back again, time out, and then come back again. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to support them. And they need to know that, and the people around them need to know that as well. I keep on feeling the need to say, listen to yourself, not to people who are putting pressure on you. You know when you need time out, and you know what you need for yourself. Only you know that. So that's what I'm seeing around that. So the next card you have for your future is the Two of Pentacles. So yes, again, you're having this time out for yourself. And I think while you're doing that, there are going to be messages coming in backwards and forwards, text messages, all of that kind of thing coming in for you. This is going to be happening when you're trying to rest, or you're trying to just do whatever else to kind of get away from this thing. There's going to be some frustration around this, but I'm not seeing it's coming from you. I think it's going to come from these people who are trying to message you and put pressure on you. I think you might actually end up ignoring these people or these messages. You might even end up turning your phone off for a while. You're not being rude or anything like that. You're just going to need time. You're just going to need this time to get yourself back into balance again. Look at how unbalanced this card is. You do not want to feel like this. You want to get back into balance. I'm also seeing pentacles everywhere in your future as well. So your money is going to be up again. I'm seeing that. That's what I'm seeing in the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to turn around money-wise for you again. The last card you have for your future is the Six of Swords. Right, so I don't know if this is what you want to hear or not, I don't know, but I think you are eventually going to be moving away from this whole situation, I think. I think at this time you're probably still going to be helping this person. You're going to be steering them in the right direction, like the man on this card steering this woman and the child. I think when they're finally able to steer themselves, that's when you'll probably let this whole thing go. Not because of them, not because they're bad or wrong or whatever, but because I just think this is going to be too much pressure for you. And I think what's going to happen is, you know, you might say to me, no, I won't leave them, I won't do this, I won't do that. And it won't be like you're leaving them. They're going to be strong when you move on. That's what I'm seeing. But I just think you're going to look into the future and you're going to say to yourself, can I see myself under this amount of pressure in my future forever and ever, on and on? No, I cannot. It's just too much. I cannot do this. So you're going to steer them in the right direction. You're going to help them as much as you can. Then when they're by themselves, everything's settled down and they're back on their feet, then you're going to move on from this and from all of this pressure. Again, don't feel guilty, because I am seeing you trying to do everything you can for them. It's all over this reading, and I think when you finally move on as well, this pressure might ramp up again. But you know, don't let people make you feel guilty. That's what I'm seeing all over this reading, because you're not a bad person. You are helping. That's what I'm seeing.